Alright, so let's talk about the building with the ocean view. So this question is supposed to be easy. So I'm going to just draw the diagram. So imagine this is building 4, this is building 2, this is building 3, and this is building 1. In the same, definitely in the same horizontal. So I'm going to just use another color. So you can only view to the right. So building 4 you can view, building 3 you can view, and also building 1. So when you want to return, the index is going to be 0, 2, and 3, right? So this is return value for index. Alright, so this is going to be pretty much the idea, right? So if you're starting from the beginning, like whenever you want to go over the rest of the element in the array, you have to know like uh, will my future building or like will my neighbor building block my view, right? So the most easy solution is you starting from the end, and then you can basically set the height to the local max, so I know nobody can block me, right? So if I traverse up to the left, if this building is lower than me, then I don't have to take care of it, right? If this building is equal to my height, I don't have to take care of it, right? Because I block the view, right? So so you're still going to return this index, right? And then whenever you go to the left, right, then you probably will you probably just have to check the height, right? So you will say height, the maximum height, right? The maximum height is going to be equal to what? It's definitely going to be a new height for sure, right? If this height is greater than the local max, right? And if this is smaller, then we don't take care of it, right? And then this one is definitely greater, then we update our local max. And then we also need another index to store the value for the index, right? So I'm going to store the last index, right? So the last index is going to be 3, and then comma, and this one should be 2, comma 0, right? But the array, but the return the index is still going to be what? View for sorting, and then increasing order. So you want to return 0, 2, and 3 instead, right? So you want to reverse the array at the end. And I will talk about this later, but if you know this idea, like you're starting from the last building and to the first building, and you'll be able to solve the question really easy. So I'm going to just use the array list to store my index. This is because you don't know how many elements you need to allocate your space, right? So I will have a max, and then I'm going to traverse. So in height, and then comma heights, right? And this is it, right? But I need an index, so maybe and I also need to traverse from the last, right? So I equal to height dot length minus 1, I equal to 0, I minus max, right? So if my max is what? If my max is greater or equal to the current 1, right? Then we don't what? We don't take care of this element, so we continue. If this is more than if this element in this building is more than the maximum, then I'm going to update to what? To the current height, right? And I need to what? Add the index into my array list. And then now I know how many buildings I have. So in this case, it's 3. But the array inside the array list, right, is 320, right? You have to reverse. And we also need to say return the values for in array, not the array list, right? So I'm going to say result equal to new int list size, and then you want to return results. And then I need to traverse to the end, and then result I equal to what? List.get, and I need to start in from the last one. So for the list is what? 320, and then I need to start in from the first one, right? to the last one. So how do you actually do this? You want to what? You want to just use the list of size minus 1 and then okay, sorry. So this is this, right? Let me draw the diagram again. So this is this. So how do we append to the uh, to the array list? So this is going to be what? So this is going to be 3 and 2 and 0, right? And this is in array, right? So the in array should return 0, 2, 3, right? So we need to say we want to append the list into the in array reversely, right? So it's going to be say list dot size minus 1, so it's starting from the last one and then you decrement, right? So based on the I, right? So this is not hard, but just a little bit thinking. So let's talk about the time and space. This is going to be a space, max is space, in array is space, all of n, right? N represent the length of the height, and then this is all of n for the time for sure, and this is all of n for the worst case, right? So time and space are the same. So this is the solution, and I will talk to you later. Bye.